Hi guys. So my jury trial is over. We have wrapped up. I feel like we got to a good conclusion, which I feel good about because it was pretty intense. And it was kind of interesting the process of sitting with these 12 strangers or 11 strangers, and your mind, you kind of have to put your minds together as one mind to come up with one judgment, or. And I feel like we got there. It was a really interesting experience. And the judge was like acting like we were heroes for showing up for jury duty during the pandemic. So he made us feel really good about ourselves. So that was pretty cool. But I'm really happy now to be home this week and I can do more reads. So the last two readings I put out, I had pulled those cards before the Trump taxes news came out. And I almost thought it felt so much like the energy shifted when that happened. Has everything changed now? I almost thought, is he just going to walk away now? So let's check in on Trump. How is Trump doing? Is he still planning on going full speed ahead in his election campaign? Does he plan, is he still feeling confident? Is he planning on debating Biden tomorrow? Any tricks up his sleeve? How is Donald Trump doing? And how will he do in the debates? And overall, anything we can get on Donald Trump and how he's doing these days, right now. Okay, so here's what I get. We have a King of Swords covered by a Knight of Cups. What I see here is someone is working with him right now to try to help him prepare for the debate, okay? And I don't know, I get this as, well, my initial thing was sort of like, I know he doesn't drink, right? But it's like I get so much in this read, he can't focus. It's like, whatever it is, he just keeps, I don't know, eating, drinking. It's like, I want to say smoking, whatever he's ingesting. That's what I feel is this Knight of Cups. But I also think that they've been given the debate answers. That's the more like logical for this. The debate answers, but I get another feeling also from this Knight of Cups in that it's sort of like, can I have some ice cream? Can I have some French fries? Can I have this? Can I have that? He cannot focus on what he needs to be focusing on. At the top, we have the Lover's card. So this would be what is at the top of his mind. Now this actually can be a card of commitment. So, in asking, is he still committed to this campaign, to trying to be president, all that, it could be telling us that he is actually questioning that commitment, especially we have a Three of Swords. This would be those taxes coming out. And I'll tell you what I read from this, which is kind of interesting, is what he's most hurt by is who did it, who has betrayed him. It's almost like the story itself, he's just like, I can talk myself out of anything, but he just is so stuck on this betrayal that it's like eating away at him. And then, we have a Tower coming in, which is really interesting. So with that Lovers in the middle, it could be that he's questioning his commitment. But what I really think this is, and it keeps coming up, I really think this is Putin. This is him and Putin. This is Trump Russia. This is what he's afraid of in these tax returns, that they're going to find out how tied he is. So this is the paranoia. This is what's on his mind. That they're going to find out his ties and alliances with Russia through, like, what else do they have? What else have they how much more is going to come out? And maybe that's what this is. How much more is going to come out that will show people this one major thing that I've been trying to deny since the beginning, which is my alliance with Putin. Like, I just like literally feel like he's literally a Russian. He's a Russian asset. That's his guy. And that's what's on his mind. He's worried, he's concerned. The tower, is there another story coming? This could also be, because this is the near future, this could also be tomorrow, or this could also be debate day. Is something more going to come out on debate day? Or is he going to have a terrible, oh. Also, the tower could have to do with, was he going to do a Trump Tower Moscow? Maybe there's going to be more coming out about Trump Tower Moscow, or just Trump Tower. That's interesting. And, because I also thought this could have to do with his debate. But I do think this is a story. I think that it's a story tied to the taxes story. It's sort of like, let's add more now and show these ties. These ties. That's going to be I think the next big smashing story. I have a Queen of Pentacles at the base. I can't quite figure out who this is. Is this Melania? I wondered, is this a donor? What about her? What about this donor? What about Melania? I do think this is like a donor. Like, could it be that very wealthy Mercer woman? Is she pulling away her support or adding support? Yeah, this is a tough one because it's like the identity of a person. I don't know. I think it might be that donor. And I don't think she's pulling away as much as she's trying to control things a little bit. How this is how you're going to handle this. And tied in with this Putin stuff. You know what I mean? Tied in with the whole collusion. A person who would be very concerned about things like taxes. Taxing of the rich. That's why they want to just keep their power, the Republicans in power, because that's what they do for the rich. So some sort of wanting to hold him up, which would be why she would be down here sort of holding him up. She's trying to help him stay. So I think that's what that is. Okay, so we covered these. Okay, Knight of Swords. This tells me for his that he is not going to do well at the debate. This is what he wants to be. This is what he is. He's off his game. And this is this card that also makes me think he cannot pay attention. This is on his mind. He wants to prepare for this debate. He's off his game. Yeah. It's like the thing where you just want to stare out a window, or for him, like, I want to watch Fox News, or I want to scroll through Twitter. Like, he cannot focus. He thinks maybe he can he just thinks he can wing it, I'm sure. Hopes and fears, of course, he fears. Well, it's interesting because this is a loss card, this Five of Pentacles. And I thought initially, okay, so he's afraid of losing. But actually, I feel he's more afraid of being like a poor person. And so long-term outcome, the first card I get is this Page of Wands. This is very promising if you do not want Trump to be president, which I think anyone watching me feels that way. This is not a president card. This is not a strong card. This is a pretty low status, in the King's Court. This tells me a weak ending. I think he's going to have a weak ending. Page of Wands can also be a story, but it's not a big one. So when I looked at the base with this Page of Wands, this was at the bottom of the deck. And these two together, this is indecisiveness. And this, again, with the sort of daydreaming and staring out into space, I think that he also has on his mind, this could be like, when do I go? I think that's what this is. It's like I don't think he's going to have a strong outcome for himself in this election. And he's sort of wondering when to go. And what I see him imagining wanting to go is overseas. I do think he will. I always picture him ending up like in a wheelchair on some, cliff overlooking the ocean, yelling at nurses. Do you know what I mean? And I actually do picture him with a sort of ankle, like a home arrest kind of thing. But for now, he's just dreaming of getting there. And this is the burdens falling upon him, this 8. I hope I said the name of these cards. So the 2 of Wands, yeah, his daydreaming about escaping and going overseas and just basically like, when should I go? Should I go before the election or after the election? I do think he will go after, by the way, because I think he's going to make a big fuss, and I'll show you that with these other cards. 8 of Wands, the burdens, all that's coming down on him, making him, in this 2 of Wands, want to escape. And I do see him wanting to escape overseas to that island where he will sit in a wheelchair. It's so interesting because I'm watching this documentary on, I think it's Netflix, and it's like Donald Trump, the American Dream. And I know I didn't want to watch it at first because I'm like, I can't just obsess over this person. But it's actually really interesting. It talks about his sort of, quote, rise in New York City. And he said his favorite movie when he was a younger man, he was saying his favorite movie was Citizen Kane. And so it's so interesting to me because when I was imagining him on this island in this wheelchair, it was so Citizen Kane to me. And it's almost like he used to have like some depth and thoughtfulness to him. He said he was like talking about Rosebud and what he knows what Rosebud means. He said it means that money can't make you like buy you happiness, and that in the end of that movie he's daydreaming about his childhood because all the money in the world didn't make him happy. Like, I was like, what? Donald Trump is saying this? It's crazy. And I think he's going to have that exact ending. Yeah. And the burdens coming down and this card, this 7 of Swords, is a stealing. More of this thing about the taxes, stealing from the government, just the fraud, everything, all the stuff that's going to come out that we just know is coming on his money, maybe even pocketing stuff like through the inauguration fund to his own pockets. Other ways he was stealing, so many ways, right? Look at all these ways. And maybe even stealing the election. And this Queen of Cups I get is Ivanka. He wants Ivanka to come with him. Like, it's so weird. It's like he's turning to Ivanka a bit, and he wants Ivanka to take him wherever he's going to go. The extra cards I threw on this Page of Wands for clarity, I got High Priestess, Page of Cups, and the Sun. Before we look at the Sun, let's look at this High Priestess and Page of Cups. I feel that this Page of Cups may be the Pence pardon. A lot of people talk about him. I think he will... Where did I get... Oh, here, I'll show you here, is where I think he's going to be difficult and not accept the results of the election. But at some point, he will steal away. This High Priestess, I feel, he will just like mysteriously... This Page of Wands is like he will mysteriously leave. He will leave with a whimper. That's what I think. I know some people think that they're going to march him out with military. I think he will leave with a whimper. That's that Page of Wands. Like, it'll just suddenly be like this story. Like, Donald Trump has left and walked away from the White House. Pence has pardoned him. And it's like this High Priestess being just like in the dark of the night. He sort of steals away when no one's looking. And I do think it will be after the election. And when this happens, I think this Sun is telling us it will just really shine a light and make everything so very, very, very crystal clear, especially if where he goes leaves the country and goes overseas. And I do think they might let him do that. Anyway, this upside down 4 of Cups. This would be accepting something you don't want to accept. He will never accept the election results. Ace of Pentacles, I believe, is the election results. And he will make us wait. He will sit around and make us wait. This I also see as that Citizen Kane character, this King of Pentacles, sort of like wandering around the White House, being difficult. I also did actually wonder if this was... Oh yeah, and with this upside down Ace of Swords, with this King of Pentacles, and this Seven of Cups, this illusion delusion, I see him wandering around making the White House, ordering people around. This is post-election when he has lost and he's not accepting it. And this is just creating false stories, this Ace of Swords upside down, just over and over. It's a hoax, it was rigged, it's fake, you know, and all these fake stories, this illusion delusion. Every one of these cups can just represent like another like sort of planted like Trump ballots. Oh look, more Trump ballots here and here and here. It's rigged, I didn't lose. And you know, like, it's scary. You can also just think that part of this is sort of like, how am I gonna, do I wanna fight to try to stay president, or do I wanna just walk away and make it look like it's rigged? Because that's just to save his ego. Like, he's not really even sure he's fighting for the presidency, or if he's just fighting to get the story ahead of time that he wants to be able to leave on, which is, everybody cheated me out of this and I was a victim of the system. Then like the Democrats are all like, you know, crooked and all powerful. Just his garbage. We will see clearly though in the end. We'll see that he's the one sneaking away. It will actually help. It will help America to see things more clearly. Yeah, the illusion delusion on the victory, this Six of Wands was victory. It's like he's just gonna be like, no, I won, it's all fake. And just this sad, rich moron wandering the halls. And then I'm gonna end on this star, because if you've been watching my reads, I keep finding myself ending on this beautiful star card, and it's like wish upon a star. Hold on to that hope, that miracle. And actually, no, I did want to keep going. I know because I noticed this Queen of Swords. Okay, if he gets his little pardon right here, there's only so much that pardon can cover. This is SDNY. She's got the goods on Trump, the devil here, and the Emperor. I mean, look at that. She's got the goods on him. So he can try to sneak away. He can try to get his little fake, phony little pardon from Pence. Everyone's going to see the truth. Leaving with a whimper. SDNY will get him in the end. And just keep that star, wishing upon that star that everything, and just keep that hope in your mind that all of this is as painless as possible for the American people. Oh my gosh, it's almost here, guys. So do I see that he's gonna go, this could, upside down Knight of Swords could actually say, I know a lot of people are wondering, will he show up at all to the debate? This could be saying he's not gonna show up. He doesn't have, this would be, I've got the fight in me, I don't have the fight in me. So if he, and this is him sort of wanting to do something else, anything other than debate, he cannot focus. So I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't happen, and if it does happen, I don't think he's gonna do a good job. That's what I think. So we'll see. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and feelings and any hits or that you're getting on your end. And look forward to seeing what hits the news next, or I do look forward also to seeing what happens with the continuation of this story and also with the debate. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.